Yes, it's only taking until now for this video to actually be made. Because yes, I have not bothered with Blu-rays in quite a while. However, with my looming Disney Movie Club, like, contract of sorts, it's not actually a contract, that's basically what it is, looming in the horizon over the next couple of months, and considering the fact that I still had to get my last couple of movies, I figured, you know what, let's just bite the bullet and go ahead and order our last couple of movies. And unlike every other movie so far, barring like the ones I got for free for signing up for Disney Movie Club back in 2018, all of them have been ordered from either Amazon or eBay. This one is different because this one is Disney Movie Club, and unlike the last two orders from Disney Movie Club, which were featured titles that I did not in any way, shape, or form ask for, but Disney graciously sent me anyway because, you know, you gotta pay off your contract or whatever the heck, your commitment, whatever. Anyways, point is, 2 of the 3 of the last MCU movies I need are inside this package. So let's go ahead and open it up. You already know what they are from the title, but just in case you somehow don't. Okay, hold on. Let me try not completely destroy the packaging. Oh, whatever, that works. Okay, here we go. First up, Doctor Strange 4K Blu-ray and Captain America the Winter Soldier. We got some other stuff in there. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed that the Doctor Strange one doesn't come with the slipcover, but I guess I'll take one. So yeah. These are not the only 2, as again, I said 2 out of 3 that I need to get. So what's the one that is missing, you might be asking? Well, that would be the only one that I can't get from Disney Movie Club for obvious reasons if you know your Marvel. And that is, of course, because the only movie I am missing is Spider-Man Far From Home. And that should tell you everything about why I could not get it from Disney Movie Club. But in case you are not in the know of why I can't get it from Disney Movie Club, basically, Sony owns the rights to the movie, so it's not available on Disney Movie Club. Which, by extension, The Incredible Hulk is also not on Disney Movie Club either, but I already got that from Amazon last year for free, pretty much. So let's go ahead and do these in order, actually. Let's go ahead and put Doctor Strange off to the side. This one's actually in a much more rigid plastic. This one's a lot more loose feeling. And yet, this is the one that came with the slipcover. I don't know. Whatever, it is what it is. But yeah, this looks really nice. I wasn't actually planning on getting the 4K version of this movie, and that's because, if I will grab them over here really quick, that is because I already have, of course, the other 2 Captain America movies on regular Blu-ray from that Disney Movie Club You Get 5 Movies for Free thing like a while ago. So I was going to just get the regular Blu-ray version of this just for the sake of having all 3 be the same, but oh well. I figured, whatever. And besides, I'm going to upgrade all of these eventually. It's going to take a while because it's by no means like something I'm rushing to do. I mean, evidenced by the fact that I'm only now, like a year after my last Blu-ray unboxing. Yes, it's been a year. I did the Endgame and Captain Marvel one in August last year, so this is literally 1 year later. Me finally getting around to completing the collection, but yeah, so yeah, I got all the Cap movies finally, even if the first one is higher quality than the other 2, but honestly, these 2 Blu-rays still look really, really good. Civil War is probably the best standard Blu-ray of all of the Marvel standard Blu-rays I have because it has, like, no grain, at least in the shots I've tested. I don't know. Like, I mean, technically none of the movies should have grain. Well, none of the new ones should, because, of course, all of the newer movies are shot on digital. But the early movies, like Iron Man and The Incredible Hulk, and I think Iron Man 2, are all shot on 35mm. But so, like, the original Iron Man, for example, you can tell just from the first shot, like the shot in the desert, before Back in Black plays, like, on there, you can definitely notice the grain. But anyways, I'm hammering on too much. But let's actually open this thing. So let me go ahead and grab this pen I have over here because I don't have any scissors in here. Not that I want to open it like that, but you know, I gotta have something to stab into the plastic. Okay, hold on. You know, there's a billion unboxings of these on the internet, but you know, I gotta get mine out of the way. Okay, here we go. And as I say, literally every time I do an unboxing of a Blu-ray, do not bother with the digital code. I will redeem it before this video goes up. So yeah, there is the digital code. That will not be worth anything, so do not waste your time. Yeah, the 4 movies for $1. This is the same one that they from earlier, so yeah. Yeah, so yeah, look at that digital code while it lasts, because it's not going to be active by the time this goes up. So yeah, one thing you may notice actually is even though this is a 4K release from last year, this still has the, hold on, focus, there we go, well, kinda. It still has the Paramount logo all over it, even though it is very obviously a Disney release in line with all the other ones I have. And even on the 4K disc, you see the Paramount logo, if it will focus. Hold on, let me try and... There we go, Paramount, a Viacom company. Except not anymore. Well, I mean, it is technically a Viacom company still, just not really, because of course, if you follow, you know, anything in the entertainment industry, you probably already know that, of course, late last year, Shari Redstone got her wish, and Viacom and CBS re-merged after their separation in 2005 at the head of her father. There's a, you know, like, go look up, Midnight's Edge has a great video on the topic. Just type in, like, Star Trek rights CBS Viacom, and you'll probably find it. It's like a 50-minute video, but it goes all in depth on the whole, what was, you know, Star Trek rights being split up and stuff. And the whole Shari Redstone, Sumner Redstone, National Amusements, CBS Viacom, the split, all that stuff. Yeah, go check it out. It's actually a pretty good video. Say what you will about some of the other content Midnight's Edge makes, but the videos about, like, corporate politics I find incredibly interesting. So definitely go check that video out. Okay, now let's go ahead and get Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange. Ooh, there we go. 4K sharpness. Ooh. Okay. Oh, wow. That's a fail. I heard something in there, and it did not give me confidence. Now we know why. Okay, sharpness. Okay. The thing isn't broken, right? Okay, no, it is not. Good. That would have actually been kind of unfortunate if it broke. So yeah, okay, there's no extra like Disney Movie Club thing in here, but yeah. So there's the code that will of course be numero uno, will not be active by the time this video goes up. I'm not really sure where I was going there, but yeah, there's the discs, regular Blu-ray, the 4K disc. I guess for the sake of it, let's, oh wait a second. Hold on a second. Hold on. Oh, hold on. This is kind of juicy. This actually, I might be able to get reimbursement for this. But you see that crack up there? Yes, that's an actual crack. Oh boy. Okay. I'm gonna have to talk to Disney about this. That combined with the fact that the disc just fell out like that, yeah, clearly something was not right with this thing. Yeah, I do have spare 4K cases from when I had to replace stuff earlier, but if none of those work, I'm gonna probably give Disney a call about that and get this replaced. I think they do replace broken Blu-ray cases or whatever, or like, you know, just replace it in general. But yeah, so that was a little odd, but yeah, so there we go. Captain America: The First Avenger and Doctor Strange. And while Far From Home has not arrived at the moment of me recording this, it is coming tomorrow, and I will probably add that to this video. I'm not going to upload this video today. I'm going to upload it tomorrow when that Blu-ray comes in, so I can show the whole, you know, collection. And we are back to record the second part of this video because, of course, both things couldn't just show up on the same day. Okay, whatever. You already know what the deal is. I'm not going to show the other side, of course, because that'd be stupid. I'm not about to reveal my address on screen. You kidding me? So yeah, this is Far From Home. I'm going to open this off screen. This is the first time I've actually ever had this Scotch packaging, actually, I think. Self-sealing enclosure. Okay, that's cool for sealing it, but it's kind of a pain, I'm not going to lie, to open it. And that's kind of what the purpose of this video is. Well, actually, no, it's not really. Oh, hold on a second, I'm an idiot. I'm trying to open it the wrong way. Okay. Okay, we got it open right here. So let me go ahead and bring this on camera. Ah, it's out of focus. Haha. Nice slipcover. This slipcover is actually made by Boss Logic. This is actually his artwork. So it's pretty cool to see that Sony was like, hey, your artwork is pretty awesome. Let's actually use it for something. I don't think Disney would do the same thing. I don't think Disney would use fan artwork for something like this. Okay, so yeah, this one I got off eBay, unlike the other two, which were Disney Movie Club. And eBay is what I normally do for Blu-rays and honestly most online things these days. I don't even buy from Amazon really all that much these days, even though I do have Amazon Prime. It's a little, it's a little worn, but honestly, it's not a big deal for me. And more importantly, the actual case is still sealed. So yeah, Spider-Man Far From Home includes all new short film peers to-do list. Yes. No Endgame for Spidey. And remember, actually, no. This was from before. No, this is from after. Because the Far From Home Blu-rays did not come out until, I believe, October of last year. So I believe it was like literally like the week before these came out is when the whole, hey, Spidey's back in the MCU, that whole thing that went down last year. Of course, we gotta have that. That's a iconic scene. Okay, this is kind of odd. Okay, yeah, Spider-Man Far From. Okay, see that's kind of damaged right there. Let's do this side. So up in the corner, yeah. So we got the. I don't know if you can see it. Focus. Columbia Pictures. It probably says a Sony company under it. Then we got Sony Pictures Home Entertainment, although you can barely read the well. Then again, you can barely read the logo on the Paramount logo, unlike the MCU movies that were actually distributed by Paramount, or at least had involvement with them and all that stuff. But anyways, so yeah, aside from the fact that this cover is kind of a little beaten up, honestly, it looks pretty nice. Oh yeah, and this is kind of weird. Why does it say PG-13 on the side? That's kind of weird. But let's go ahead and take this off, and now we get the regular cover that you get if you buy the 4K or the Blu-ray, or I think even the DVD still has this cover. So yeah, no Endgame for Spidey. We got, obviously Spider-Man, Nick Fury, MJ, not Mary Jane. That's still a whole kind of debate. Is she really MJ or is she not? She is MJ, but she's not Mary Jane. I think that's pretty safe. I don't understand why it's so hard. People wrap their head around, but whatever. It doesn't matter. Yeah, Mysterio. I was about to say Jon Favreau. I mean, it's not wrong. He is Jon Favreau. Happy Hogan. Let's see. Wildly entertaining. I was trying them. Okay. Following the events of Avengers Endgame, over an hour special features. It's a Sony release, so it looks completely different than all the other, all the Disney Blu-rays. Okay, that's what the spine looks like. And I believe that is again, if it will focus. Yeah, Columbia Pictures. Okay, so now let me go ahead and stab open this thing to the best of my ability without screwing anything up. There we go. Okay, just ignore that sound. Doesn't really matter anyway. Okay. Like, why can I not get this thing off? Dang, that plastic was actually a lot harder than it should have been. Ah, there we go. Crispiness. Well, kinda, because the lighting is kinda whatever. But, anyways. Okay. Take a wild guess what I'm about to say. You know what? I'm not going to say it, because you should already know, because this is the same video. So, yeah, you already know the dealio with this, so we're just gonna kind of ignore that. Learn how to get free movies. Register 5 days. Wait, hold on a sec. We'll talk about that over there in a second. Hold on. Register 5 discs to get a free digital movie. Movies anywhere. So yeah, don't bother with that. We've made that crystal clear by now. Okay, this is cool. Disney only does like real artwork for like the 4K discs, but look, we got artwork on even the regular discs. That's cool. So we got Night Monkey, and then we got the Iron Spider from Infinity War, which never shows up in the movie, by the way. It's only ever in that deleted scene, you know, the Peter's to-do list, like from the trailers. You know, the scene where he's like at the place and he talks to the cop and he's like, oh, I shouldn't be having to do your guys' job. Like, I'm sure you guys remember. But yeah, hold on a sec. Wait, what the... Oh. There's an extra piece of plastic. So yeah, it's actually some pretty nice looking artwork. Definitely an upgrade over what Disney does, where they just have the one, and not for both. They both look pretty nice. Oh yeah, this is kind of interesting. Pascal Pictures. Pascal Pictures is not on the Homecoming Blu-ray. But that's probably because she left. Actually, no, she left Sony Pictures even before them. But you know, she still works with them and stuff. So yeah, that's pretty solid. Let me go ahead and put this back in the case. And there we go. Spider-Man Far From Home 4K Blu-ray finally completes the MCU collection I now finally have in 2020. As of right now, which is August 14th, 2020, I have every single MCU movie on Blu-ray. Okay, so here we are. We got the entire collection laid out in order. So let's go ahead and go through all of them. Iron Man, the one that started it all. The Incredible Hulk, the redheaded stepchild that no one really talks about because nothing in this movie was really followed up upon aside from Governor Ross still being around, and of course, well, Edward Norton is very much is the black sheep of the MCU without question. Iron Man 2, probably one of the more divisive films, but I still think it's pretty solid. The Thor trilogy, I'm gonna be getting rid of this eventually because this ruins the consistency. Like it's nice, but it doesn't work when you want to have all the movies in order. So I'm gonna be getting rid of that and replacing it with the individual Blu-rays, and of course their proper order. But yeah, the original Thor would be right here. Cap the First Avenger, we just got this. The original Avengers, got this nice steel book. Iron Man 3, I definitely think this is a bit underrated. I think it's pretty good. Not as good as the original, but better than Iron Man 2. The Winter Soldier, considered by many to be the best movie in the entire MCU. Guardians of the Galaxy, considered by many to be one of the funniest movies in the MCU. Age of Ultron, kind of the redheaded stepchild of the Avengers movies, but most people still think it's a good movie. I would definitely agree on that. Ant-Man, the movie that no one really expected anything from, but it actually turned out to be pretty good. Civil War. Now, this is the movie that pretty much introduced me to the MCU. I didn't get into it at this time, but this is when I first started to really hear about it. Like, it was everywhere. You couldn't not hear about this movie. And this movie is kind of considered by a lot of people to be basically Avengers 2.5. It's basically an unofficial Avengers 3. Not counting the actual Avengers 3. That's kind of what the movie is, but it definitely is a Captain America movie at the same time. They talk a lot about, the stuff going on with him and stuff. But you get the point. The point is Civil War, also considered by many people to be one of the best movies in the MCU. You're going to see a running theme here with all of the Russo-directed films. Doctor Strange, This is, of course, one we just got. I actually replaced the case, the one that was cracked, with a old case I had laying around. Unfortunately, it's one of the eco cases, and that's not really a big problem. The problem is it like kind of lifts up. But this is just a temporary case until I get this replaced. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Most people kind of consider this one to be inferior to the first one. I would agree with that, but still a solid movie. Spider-Man Homecoming. This is another thing I'm probably going to get rid of because I want to have, again, the nice consistency. And while the Avenger Steelbook is really nice, this one I mainly just got because it was a good price at Best Buy at the time, and I was like, I can take the hit and not get the 4K, but I'm going to probably replace this with the 4K. Fun fact, I actually took this apart and put the the little slip thingy that has all the information on it inside, so it's kind of neat. So whoever ends up buying this on eBay or whatever, whenever I sell, it's going to get that. Black Panther, again, similar to Civil War, you could not hear about this movie, and people in 2018 always talked about, well, is this movie really that good? Is it overrated? Definitely a very good movie. Is it the best movie of all time, like the entertainment industry was kind of lauding it as, which, well, there's another movie that we'll be getting to that was kind of like that. Although this one was far less controversial and far more people liked this one than the other movie we'll talk about later. But yeah, good movie. Not the best thing ever, but definitely a very good movie. Infinity War. If you didn't know about the MCU before Infinity War, you knew. This was all over the internet, and this was the movie that basically introduced me to the MCU, more or less. I didn't see this movie in the theaters, but this is the movie that made me like, okay, I need to get into the series. And in the summer of 2018, I found a website, which unfortunately no longer exists, that had all the MCU movies up to this point that were actually released. And I watched all of them and went down the rabbit hole of the MCU, and well, now here we are in 2020, and I got all the Blu-rays. So yeah, Infinity War. There's nothing really much to say other than, again, like the other Russo-directed movies, many consider it to be the best one in the MCU. It's got the famous twist at the end, all that stuff. Ant-Man and the Wasp, but this is a unique one right here. This breaks pattern with all the previous ones right here. This is a Target Digipack, I believe is what it's called. It's actually really cool. Let me try and take it apart here while still doing this one-handed. Because I have to hold up the phone. This is really awkward, I know. Okay, so yeah, you can open this up, and yeah, it's pretty cool. It reminds me of an old Tom and Jerry Blu-ray I had, the Spotlight Collection. It was kind of like this, except it kind of broke the more and more we messed around with it. But yeah, so this is pretty nice. Let me see if I can get this on here without completely screwing up the video. Okay, here we go. So yeah, Ant-Man and the Wasp. As far as the movie, when I first saw it, I actually thought it was better than the first one. And I liked the first one a good amount. But most people consider this one to be inferior to the first one. I would say, now that time has passed, the original one's better. But, I like all the MCU movies, and I like Ant-Man and the Wasp. But again, I will agree now the original is probably better. But that twist at the end, if you have not seen this movie somehow by now, the twist at the very, very end, I actually did not see coming. I had Infinity War spoiled to heck by the time I saw it, so when I finally did get to see it, it didn't blow me away like it did for everyone else because I knew everything already. This I knew nothing about. I deliberately avoided spoilers until it came out on Blu-ray. So when I finally got it, and I got to the very end, it genuinely shocked me. That might sound weird, but it genuinely did. Okay, now we come to probably the most divisive, controversial movie in the MCU without question, Captain Marvel. I'm not going to get into this because honestly everything about this movie and all the stuff surrounding it has already been said. And I'm not going to talk about any of that stuff because I'm just going to tell you about the movie. What do I think about the movie itself? At the end of the day, Brie Larson or any of the controversy aside, I think the movie is fine. Its job, to me, was always to be an appetizer to Endgame, and I thought it did its job fine. The movie definitely could have been better, and it's probably my least favorite movie in the MCU, But, you know, I definitely don't hate it. Like, there's a community out there that hates this movie to death. And I think, honestly, it's a bit overblown. Like, sure, it's not the best movie ever, and obviously Brie Larson's acting could be better, but, like, come on, it's not that bad. It's a fine movie. And hey, we got Goose, and Goose is really awesome in it, because who doesn't like alien cats? So, yeah, I definitely hope the sequel is better, though, but, you know, it's not the messiah that the entertainment industry has, you know, pinned it as, but it's also not the worst movie ever made, like some other people would make it out to be. I think it's a fine movie, but, you know, that's just my opinion. Now here comes probably what would really be the last one, but of course we got that new edition over there, Avengers Endgame. Now, believe it or not, I've had this Blu-ray since they first came out in August last year. I have yet to actually watch it. I have put the discs, I have messed around with the discs just to check out the bitrate and stuff, mess around with some of the settings, but I haven't actually watched this movie since it first came out in the theaters back in April. And that's mainly because I've been kind of, I don't know, it's just this weird resistance in me to watching this movie again. Not because I don't like it, because it's not that at all. I love this movie like everyone else does. But it's just like, it feels like this movie was designed to be experienced in the theater on launch day. You know, with all the hype surrounding the end of the effective end of this era of the MCU. And it just kind of would feel weird to me watching it, you know, here at home, like, over a year later. But obviously I'll use this Blu-ray eventually. I didn't buy it for no reason. And one thing that's actually really cool about this, and I'm glad Disney did this, is this is actually the only Blu-ray I have in here that actually has a bonus disc. Let me take this out. There you go. It's got, of course, more bonus features. There's a Stan Lee-like feature on here because, of course, Endgame released after he passed. Speaking of which, you know, again, say what you will about Captain Marvel, but that Stan Lee intro for the beginning is awesome. Like, that and Goose are the two things everyone agrees is good about the movie. So, yeah. And then last but not least, Far From Home, our newest acquisition that completes our MCU collection until COVID stops and Black Widow will actually release. Assuming it doesn't come out on Disney+, but, you know, that's a whole other thing right there. Oh, I want to pay $30 for a movie? I mean, I don't want to pay $30 for it either, but we'll have to see what happens. But yeah, Far From Home, I'm not sure if I like this one more than Homecoming or not, but I did really enjoy it. J. Jonah Jameson at the end was a awesome surprise, and yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. I will probably say at the end of the day, Homecoming I like more, mainly because Homecoming is based in New York, whereas, you know, this, of course, Far From Home, you know, he goes to London and, you know, all these other places, right? Which is a cool change of pace, but at the same time, you know, Spider-Man is kind of, you know, New York and the city and stuff, but, you know, pretty good movie, and that completes the entirety of my MCU collection for now. Until, of course, you know, Black Widow finally comes out and I can continue the collection. But I have the entire Infinity Saga right here. Hopefully the Disney Plus shows come out on Blu-ray. And of course, I don't have any of, like, the TV shows like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or whatever. But hopefully at least the Disney Plus shows come out. You know, like the Marvel Studios shows. Like, those are the ones I really want to make sure I can get my hands on. See, if they ever release Falcon and Winter Soldier, Loki, WandaVision, Ms. Marvel, etc., when they all eventually come out, if they ever come out, even on just regular Blu-ray, I will definitely be sure to grab them. I want to have every core piece of the MCU physically if I can. I'm probably not going to be jumping on grabbing, because I do know that like the first couple seasons of Daredevil and some other of the, you know, Netflix stuff is on Blu-ray, but it's not all of it, and even then it's kind of like, you know, does it really count, all that stuff? I mean, people love Daredevil. People talk about how Daredevil is like the best thing in the MCU, even though it's like, it is in the MCU, but it's not. Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. Point is, here's the collection, and it's only going to grow in the future. So yeah, with that being said, this is Logan589XP, and I will see you guys next time.